Hello and welcome to the Slingshot channel. I'm here to show you the most amazing Kreuzbow that I've ever presented. Actually, it is the invisible Kreuzbow. Let me show you its features. Or better, let me not show you its features. Kind of. Okay guys, I know this looks and sounds a little bit funny, but apparently YouTube is censoring videos very much, and there's a list of words that you cannot say, and there's things that you cannot show without being demonetized and hidden. And therefore I decided that this video will not be available in an uncensored version on YouTube. There will be the censored version on YouTube where I'm not saying critical words and I'm not showing critical things, but there is a link down below where you can get to the uncensored version, and I encourage you to do so. So, this Kreuzbow was actually invented by myself and optimized in Austria, and also lots of the invisible parts here that you see where all the thingies are put in. All this is actually coming from Austria. Only the basic Kreuzbow is made in Taiwan. I mean, it is a shame that the thing is invisible. Otherwise you would see how perfect the workmanship is and how cool everything looks. Also, there is the integrated sighting system that I can switch on at any time. And then you can see that there is an invisible light dot that you can use for aiming. Again, you must watch this, the link down below. Oops, I think my invisible Kreuzbow fall down. Okay, so there is also a Picatinny rail on top where you could put on red dots and so on. But there's also iron sights built in, so you can use this also just like traditional aiming. But I really prefer the integrated light system because it is so much more fun. It also has a built-in front handle, also invisible of course, and that is necessary because then you can cock the Kreuzbogen without any issues. Okay, so it actually is very easy to cock. All you have to do is you have to put on this, you press on this lever here, invisible of course, and then you can cock it, and a child can do this. It's very simple. There's also a built-in safety, it's auto-engaging. I will later show you how to remove it because I hate it. In any case, to get it ready to fire, you just switch on the lighting system, and then you cock the whole thing, like so. And then you hold it, you aim, and see, that was a very good hit. Unfortunately, the target is invisible as well. Let's go again. Don't forget the safety. And safety. So you can do this until you have emptied the reserve container. Just two more. Bing. Bing. Okay, empty. And to reload it, very simple. You simply press on this button here, then you can open the container box, and there is a built-in spring. Then you can take the thingies and put them in, like 6 of them, close it, and you're all set for another 6 trials. So here you see the invisible thingies, and as you see, they've been able to stick themselves into this mat, even though there is plywood in front of it. So this may be invisible and this may be looking like a toy to you, but you need to treat this seriously. So you can do catastrophic things with it. So this is really fun the way it is. It definitely has enough power for having fun, and you can use it to play with distances like 20-25 meters easily. But of course there's room for improvement, and therefore there is stuff that you can do to tune it. First of all, the limb, you can replace that with a more powerful one. The original one only has 50 pounds, and we can replace it with one that truly has 80 pounds, and that gives it a lot more oomph. And also we can remove the safety button here because it's annoying. I'll show you how that works. In order to do that, what you have to do is you have to remove 2 screws, one here and one here in the front, and you can take off the magazine box. Oops. Then you can take off the container box and access all the parts. So now I've been taking it apart, and here you can see the invisible box and also the invisible Kreuzbow. And as you see, it's now very easy to replace the limb just simply by removing the screw here. Then you can pull it out and put in the new one. And actually, as you see, I already removed the invisible string. Now the invisible string is best if you do this with 2 people, so that you can release the tension a little bit. But you can also use a help string, and I'm going to show you how that works later on, of course, unfortunately in the invisible form. But remember, you have the link down there. Also, you can easily see how you can remove the safety. You just have to take out this invisible bolt, and then there is no more safety. So, as you cannot see, I removed the safety, and I also took off the limb. Now let me put the invisible one down. And here you can see the 2 limbs, the old one and the new one, or you cannot see them. And you cannot see that the new one is a lot thicker and wider. But it also is required to file open the window into the invisible Kreuzbow a little bit. So because the new one is a little bit thicker, and you need like a 0.5 millimeter more room. And you can just do this with any kind of file. Okay, as you cannot see, there is now the powerful limb on it. And also there is no more safety, so it's invisible and it disappeared. Now it's a little harder to caulk. Now remember, you have no more safety, but it shoots harder too. Bang! Bang! You get the idea. Well, as you did not see, the penetration is a lot better than... Well, as you did not see, the performance is a lot better than with the weaker limb. But on the other hand, there is still something else that we can do. Invisible broadhead arrows. Let me show you, not show you their features. Invisible broadhead arrows, of course, are razor sharp and they're high quality. And of course, they have a lot better performance in the target, as we not going to see now. But how is the effect on a real target? Only one way to find out. Invisible ballistic gelatin. We'll shoot 3 normal thingies and 3 broadhead thingies into it and compare. Okay? Bang! 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 And now the broadheads. And so on this invisible block of ballistic gelatin with an invisible piece of plywood molten in, you can clearly see the difference. Penetration was about the same. All the thingies went almost all the way through the block and also through the invisible plywood. But the wound canals are so much larger, so much more clear, so that I think the difference is quite apparent. So the Stinger AR6 from Steambow, I really love it. Built-in laser sight, repeating function, 6 bolts in the magazine. Actually, it comes with a set of bolts. Beautiful looking, perfectly machined from solid aluminum, fully anodized to perfection. It is fun, it is accurate, it has power, you can tune it. I think it's a wonderful thing. It costs 369 euros in Europe. That does include all the crazy European taxes, like 19% sales tax in Germany, or $299 at Pyramid Air. Links down below. So this is an available product, and I assure you it's a lot of fun. So, I hope you liked this, because that's it for today. So much fun. Thanks, and bang. 2 more. Bye.